position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Bruce Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense takes the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. Showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big time baller versus big time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Rush is on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Texas A&M's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up.
He's going for it all. Touchdown, Aggies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Bobo. Working that left side now.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Give to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Texas A&M going quickly. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that touchdown Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. Firing deep. Interception. veteran. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. He breaks the tackle. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. He's in the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short in the first. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Oh, he got loose. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Off play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I got to make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bobo. Working that wide receiver screen. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Oh, they're after him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The short hand, it's Cano.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. From the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. There he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, first and goal. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Back's got it. Touchdown, Kentucky! Oh, that will be in and stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football. He'll handle the rest. Get the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Texas A&M going up tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Shows him the stiff arm. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Hands it off. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They've softened them up with a run, now to throw it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Open space at the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarter.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, it's Bobo. Got his man on the right. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great mood.
Alert, alert, right? Quarterback under center. You're thinking quarterback sneak on short yardage. Defensive lineman, great job. You got to get that penetration. You just can't let him go straight downhill. Make that thing bow. And I always love how you see guys diving over the top. Great effort by the defense. Great stop.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Texas A&M going quickly. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll give it to him again. Quick spin on the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way. They stopped him at the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll run it on first and goal. Smashes ahead. And he's loose and hit.
Touchdown of the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. running back. Just steamrolling the defense. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Unloads quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll run it from the gun. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Aggie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to BYU.
Flips it out on the screen.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This quarterback part of their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Dropping back, it's Bobo. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. And the returner goes down. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first. On a sweet spin, and he's free. Boy, he looked as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Quick timeout call on the offense after the play. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This will likely be the last play of the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There he goes. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who looked less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out.
The returner is tackled down at the 18. And the Texas A&M offense will take
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Runs through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas A&M going quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here comes the hurry up. Pulls and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Aggies are at the line trying to move move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Bust through behind his pad. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point...
He's going to the goal line. They'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Running the read option to the right to start the drive. And he probably should have left that one with the back, as he is just smashed in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Wide open downfield. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Got it in the middle. It's Freeman. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and then he couldn't catch it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride, I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll try the run. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out. 1 and a fresh set of downs.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Working to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. To the ground with the back. Fights off the defender. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll go to the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make... getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
That is a big win for this defense. They were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Defense holds their ground. Pick up of a yard. It's at the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
pass after he throws at the quarterback. It's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Aggie! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of a way with their fingertip.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this faith for every possession they get from here on out, man. You've got to be way more aggressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M back onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just plowing ahead.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense. Get the football. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. And off from the shotgun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing points.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff's got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
The give to the back. Got room to work. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending